Hi, this is the extra episode of the KTaNE custom module making tutorial. In this video, I'm going to talk about KMBombInfoExtension.cs file. This file is created by Ashbash. The use is open to everyone. This file is very useful for getting the edgework details of the bomb. This file contains 18 functions and requires a KMBombInfo component in your module to be able to work. And it's great when used alongside with link by including using system.link. The 18 functions in this file can be divided by return type into 4 groups. The first group is the functions that return Boolean. The name of the functions in this file is quite self-explanation. There is the function that check if this indicator is present and on, present and off, and check if this pause is present or not. And for the int type, we can get the battery count of specific type, the battery holder count, port count of specific type, and port plate count. For the string, we can get the serial number, and for the IEnumerable type, get the indicators of the on indicators, off indicators, port plates, letters in serial number, and numbers in serial number. To add this file to your project folder, you can download the zip copy of any of my module repository on GitHub and then browse to the assets folder. You will find the file there and just drag it into your module's assets folder. Then you might ask me how these can be used. Actually, this is extremely powerful tool and allows you to code very easily. I have made an example scenario here. We have lit MSA, IND, and CAR, a lit FRK and FRQ, the serial number SN2 ER6 with 2 battery holders, 1 D battery for 2 AA batteries. We have 3 port plates, one has 0 on parallel port, second one has 0 port, and third one have RJ45 DVID and stereo RCA. The code below is gonna be a sample code. It's not gonna contain all of the code for the module to work, only the related things, and full function is a placeholder. It can be any code. The first thing you want to do is include a system.link. This is very useful, and using the file itself. I named the namespace of this file as KMHelper. You can open the file and change its namespace, but I'm gonna use a KMHelper. And then you have to include the KMBombInfo. I will name it info, and then don't forget to bind the module to this object. Okay, so this is our function, and then I have some scenarios here that we want to write a code for using the KMBombInfo extension. For the first one is checking for the FRK indicator. I can write it like this: info.is indicator present, and then we will have to add the indicator name in. We can use the string FRK like this, but it's not recommended. Instead, you can go in the file and see the helper region, and you can see the known battery type, known port type, and known indicator levels here. And you can use them as a reference in your code. So if you want to check for the FRK, you can write KMBombInfoExtension known indicator label .frk, and that's it. And then if you want to check for the FRQ, you can use info.is indicator on, and again KMBombInfoExtension known indicator label .frq. And then to check for a lit car, I can use info.isIndicator of KMBombInfoExtension known indicator level car, and then checking for DVID port. The code is similar. We can use info.isPortPresent, and then we have a type of port here. For DVID, we have to use the word DVI. So KMBombInfoExtension known port type DVI, and then to count our batteries, we can use info.getBatteryCount and parentheses, like more than 3. We can do it like this, and then if we want to count specific type of battery, not all batteries, like I want to count D battery, I will use info.getBatteryCount known KMBombInfoExtension known battery type D equal to 1, and then counting the battery holders, like equal to 2, I will use info.getBatteryHolderCount equal to 2, and then if you want to count all ports, you can use info.getPortCount and then the parentheses, and you want to more than 1, like this. If you want to count all 0 port, if it's more than 0, or means that it has 0 port or not. But again, we could use is port present, but this is for the example, so we'll use info.getPortCount KM BombInfoExtension known port type 0 more than 0, and then to count port plates, we can use info.getPortPlateCount and the parentheses equal to 2 or not, or something like that. To get the serial number, we can use info.getSerialNumber parentheses, just like that. And then things get more interesting in the enumerable zone. First, we want to count port types, not counting all ports. If we use getPortCount, it will count all of the repeated ports, such as this one. We have 2 0 ports, but we want it to count just a type, so we can use it like this. In conjunction with link, we can do info.getPorts.distinct.count, and it will not count the repeated ports. It will count only 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not count the 0 ports 2 times. And then if we want to check if the serial number contains vowels, we can use info.getSerialNumber letters .ANY double quote AEIOU contains. Easy as this. If we want to check the last digit of serial number is odd or not, we can use info.getSerialNumber numbers last mod 2 equal to 0, equal to 1. Similarly, if we want to check the first digit of serial number, we can just use info.get 0 numbers dot first mod 2 equals to 0. And then for sum, again we can use info.get 0 numbers dot sum. Like more than 10 is very easy. Then this is a more complex one. We want to check if the labels of all indicators contains any letters in the string freak or not. What we have to do is we want to create a temporary string called indc, and then we're gonna use the string.join function and then use empty as a separator, and then we use info.get indicators dot to array. The string.join function will get all of the array entries in and then join it into a single string that we can use link to check it for the letters in freak later. Then we get the string, we then can use indc dot any double quote freak dot contains. As you can see here, it is very easy. You can use it for most if not all applications in getting the edgework info for your module. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave the comments below or ask in the KTaNE Discord server in the KTaNE mod kit room. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.